I'm Joe Ross with CNR News. We're broadcasting live from Hillsdale, Michigan. In the next 5 minutes, we are going to give you the inside scoop on what the heck is going on in this town. If you're looking for a great place to live, a great place to work, or just a cool place to have fun, this might be the place for you. Our first guest is Sanjay Verma. He's one of the leaders at ACD.net. This is the company that built they made a huge investment in this town, putting in a fiber optic network that allows local businesses to get business-grade broadband and world-class, it's world-class broadband, but they're also getting world-class telephone services for businesses. Sanjeev, you guys ACD pioneered the business phones that work over the internet. They're more effective, they're cost-effective, and they've got a lot more features. How do they differ? Why are they better than the old phones?
Well, with the new technology, you can extend your phone extension to your cell phone, your desktop, and it's secure, it's flexible, it's scalable, it's cost-effective for the customers.
Yeah.
And you can access all the phone features and voicemail on all these devices for the same number.
Okay, is it true? I've talked to a Hillsdale business, and businesses with 100 employees or 5 employees, the thing I keep hearing that they like is the fact that no matter where the employee is, if they are at their house or if they're at the office or if they're on their cell phone at church, the call will find them.
Yep, that is true. That is true. So how it's configured is the phone will ring either on the desktop, or it can ring on all the devices that are configured for that phone number. So you just give out one phone number, and whether you're in the office or out of the office, you will receive the call.
That's awesome, and it's less expensive than regular phone systems?
It is. It's hosted in our data center, so you don't need a IT. It reduces the IT cost for the company. You don't need a phone guy to maintain that. You just give us a call, and we'll make a change or fix the problem for you.
Now, what other technologies do you guys have? Because you're not just a one-trick pony. You actually got other technologies.
Yes, so we are into data center. We have a data center in Lansing. We are also offering surveillance camera services, and we're building a lot of fiber for businesses and residential customers. We're also into multi-tenant buildings. So.
Now, let me ask you this: what about business broadband? There's a lot of demand for that. Now, you're offering that here in Hillsdale, aren't you?
Yes, we do. We are. We have a lot of customers here, and we are building a lot of fiber here.
Okay, and just to wrap up the show, just in 30 seconds, can you tell me, does it make sense if I'm running my Hillsdale company, should I bundle it? Should I do that bundle thing where I have my phone system and broadband through you guys? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. We can get you a better price if you bundle it. And you just call one company for all your needs, whether it's an internet, whether it's a phone, or whether it's a security camera.
Are you going to give me a better price than what they're going to get at competitors?
Absolutely.
Okay, now good. What's the phone number people can use to reach you guys to buy something?
Very simple. It's 517-999-4ACD.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Our next guest is Mayor Stockford, Mayor of Hillsdale, I should say. And we're going to be getting into some of the economics, things about economic development as far as jobs and how that all works. Oh, sorry, my producer's telling me to get over on the other side. Well, Mr. Mayor, could you tell us where's the best place to get ice cream?
You're looking at the wrong person.
Oh, you're not the mayor?
No.
Oh, I am so sorry. This must be the mayor. Okay, Mayor Stockford. What's the...
It's a mini mayor.
Yeah, he's going to be running in 5 years, maybe. Okay, Mr. Mayor, what is the most exciting thing going on in Hillsdale as far as the economy?
I would have to say the most exciting thing is really a precursor to economic development, which is our emphasis on posterity, our workforce development. We're actively working to train the next generation, and whether that's high-tech fields like cybersecurity or automated manufacturing or the traditional fields like the law or medicine, you can get that education right here in Hillsdale.
Okay, so companies, this place is ready for new companies to start moving into?
Oh, absolutely. Hillsdale is open for business. I'd like to think that's our motto for the 21st generation. And whether that's our government or our industry, we're here with open arms. So,
how will towns like Hillsdale be able to compete in a world You know what? I gotta back up. I'm asking you Eric's question, who's going to be on the show later. I apologize, but I wanted to know, in addition to just jobs, I mean, you're attracting companies to this area. What if I live outside of Hillsdale? I'm thinking of moving here. Am I going to find employment?
You're going to find lots of employment opportunities. The thing about a place like Hillsdale, I think people get the idea that these small towns are kind of stuffy and conservative and orthodox, and we are those things. But as you can see today, we're also cultured. We're a place of education. We're a place for young families. Here's my family. So if you come downtown on a Saturday, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see young families.
And we're going to be hearing more about that. We're going to be hearing about the art festival that's going on. There's over 50 companies. I mean, in a town this size, it's amazing. 50 companies are participating in an art event. It's so cool. We've been here all morning and been having a lot of fun visiting the cafes and the coffee shops. Are there any new businesses that have moved in recently?
Oh yeah, WP Management, Open Road Call Center. We're actively in the process of getting a Meijer. A Meijer's, it's like a Walmart. I don't know. You're from the Midwest. You know what Meijer's is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We've sold property to have a Meijer's built on it. And
well, you know, and this should be noted that when you get a company as big as Meijer's moving in, these folks do a lot of research. They're only going to move a place like a Meijer's or a Walmart where there's growth. So that's a good sign of growth, Mr. Mayor. Thank you so much. It was awesome that all of you came out. I really appreciate it. Our next guest is Eric Macy. He's with Nonic Technologies. Did I screw it up or did I get it?
You got it right.
It's Nonic Technologies. This is the Bill Gates of Hillsdale. Maybe the Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs, I'm not sure. But this is Mr. Technology here in this town. I wanted to know, what will ACD's fiber do for a small town like Hillsdale?
So ACD's fiber is the highest bandwidth that you can get in our community right now. We're standing in the middle of the downtown, which has fiber in it. So all the businesses up and down this block are already using their fiber. Our businesses in the industrial park are using the fiber. And really, fiber has become the default infrastructure. Well, companies don't want to move to a place like a small town unless they have infrastructure like fiber. So we're set for now and the future.
Well, you know, it should be mentioned, this ACD fiber optic network, it allows us to do our live broadcast in HD using cell phones. And this town has got incredibly good cell phone coverage. So that fiber optic network really is, it really helps, because we can't do this show in every town in Michigan. Will towns like Hillsdale be able to compete in a world where advanced manufacturing techniques and smart manufacturing are going to become the norm? I mean, do you ever worry that it could pass by?
No, it's not going to pass us by anyway, because we've got the fiber infrastructure. That's what companies need to do smart manufacturing. So all that AI, machine learning type technology that you keep hearing in the news, that's all done in the cloud. And so they're going to do some processing on site for decisions, quick decisions that need to be made on the line. But those manufacturers need the cloud power to look at product quality in the long run, or machine do predictive maintenance, that sort of thing. So really,
this technology, this fiber optic network that's put into Hillsdale, it kind of future-proofs this town, doesn't it?
Absolutely. This is like the railroads coming to a city, back in the 1800s. That's how towns grew. And now fiber is the new railroad. You have to have fiber if you're going to grow.
Okay, so it's kind of this can be the rebirth of a lot of manufacturing towns like this. I know it's also an ag town, but really it can kind of future-proof it.
Absolutely, and you can get the remote workers that are working for companies in Seattle or New York or wherever. So it helps with that sort of thing as well.
That's awesome. I really appreciate your insight. I'm glad we found you because you're an awesome guest. Thank you.
Thanks.
Our next guest is Heather Trichka. She is with the Heritage Foundation. Heather.
Hello.
Are you Heather?
No, I'm Olivia Hodada.
Oh, another kid. It's a kind of a family show. Okay.
She was walking by and I roped her in.
Oh no, that's awesome. Did you meet the mayor right here? He's right in the center. Yep. He says he's not, but I think he is the mayor. Let me ask you, could you tell us what the heck is going on with this art festival?
Okay, well, you probably noticed the chair. Yes. We're doing something called the Chair Affair, and it's from the Heritage Association. I'm the founder, and I had two friends come in, and we started bringing back art into Hillsdale, just interest in art, to bring in tourism, and to get an art culture going in Hillsdale.
You've gotten 50 companies that are displaying art today. I think it's just fantastic. I mean, you couldn't get this in even bigger towns. I mean, it's almost like a art prize like in Grand Rapids. I think it's very cool. Is art, I mean, is that kind of an economic engine in this town? I mean, is it being sold?
We're starting to get it there. We have some bears that we're casting in bronze. They're going to go out to the lake, and this is a fundraiser for that. Anyone that donates $1,000 will have their name put on the plaque. We're trying to generate about $20,000 more to bring the bears home, and that's really why we're doing this. We want to do art for the community, raising funds for that, getting people interested, getting them involved, and it's really been a great tool.
We've been here all morning, and we've just had a lot of fun going to the coffee shops and going to a little diner. The drive-in here is absolutely fantastic. If you live in Michigan, you got to check out Hillsdale. Thank you so much for giving us more information. We do have your URL up so people can go learn more about the fundraiser and more about this art festival. Great. And next year, we're interviewing you, sister. Thank you for coming on. That's all we have time for today. I want to give a big thanks to the great folks, to the mayor, and all the other great folks here in Hillsdale, and our sponsor, ACD.net, for their amazing business broadband, phones, and the fiber optic that they offer. I'm Joe Ross for CNR News. Thank you for tuning in.